What if price objections could be less confrontational and more collaborative? Instead of seller versus customer about the price objection obstacle, it's seller and customer collaborating to solve the obstacle together. Let's use a budget challenge as an example. In your selling career, you've probably heard, "This is outside my budget." But there's a better way to tackle this obstacle that doesn't involve a showdown between you and the customer. Instead of you versus them, think of it as you and the customer teaming up against the budget gap. When a client says, "I don't have the budget," it usually means one of two things. It's either an easy excuse or a genuine limitation. And the best way to find out which one is by asking, "If you had the budget, would you spend it on this project?" This question uncovers the real root of the objection and helps us understand whether the budget is the only problem or if there's something else at play. And by the way, if a pile of money magically appearing in their budget isn't enough to have them say yes, this isn't a budget problem. What priorities rank higher on the customer list? What else could you have missed in the sales process? But if they say they'd spend the budget if they had it, that's a great sign. They need your solution. They know they need it. They value it, and they acknowledge it's worth spending money on. So then what? Invite your customer into a collaboration to find creative ways to secure the budget dollars. My favorite question in this instance is, can you help me understand if there's anything at all we can do to secure budget dollars for this? In other words, are there any times ever in your business that you spend discretionary money that's outside the budget? By the way, the answer to this question 100% is yes, guaranteed. There isn't a business on the planet that doesn't spend unbudgeted money at least some of the time. So this question opens an opportunity for you and the customer to solve the budget problem together rather than accepting as fact there's nothing to be done about a set budget and the limitations it creates. Only after that option is explored do I recommend the typical well-traveled paths of dealing with a budget objection. Here are three of those kind of examples that we often hear. Number one, understand their budgeting process. When does it happen? Who's involved? What hurdles do they have to clear? Number two, offer to assist with the internal buy-in. Help them make a strong case. Ask what other decision makers will want to know, what questions they'll ask, and what their objections will be. Arm them to present your solution as an essential investment. And number three, show some creativity. Can the solution be broken down into phases, de-scoped in some way, or revised to lower the initial investment to fit inside their budget? Whether facing a budget obstacle or any other price objection, approach the conversation as you and the customer versus the problem, not you versus the customer. Collaborating with customers to solve problems is often more effective and always more enjoyable than battling with the customer. Have you ever overcome a tough price objection through collaborating with your customer? Drop your thoughts or tip in the comment below. Let's continue the conversation. If you like this video and want to hear more pricing power insights, hit the subscribe button.